I can't believe in somebody who I'm supposed to think, who I'm supposed to say stuck up for me, like Jesus supposedly did. Jesus supposedly stuck up for me. He supposedly went to the mountaintop, and when the devil waved his hand and said, "You can have all this if you worship or bow down," or whatever the F he said to him, and Jesus said no, and I'm good, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm supposed to sit here and think he did all of that for me, for little old me, when number one, ain't nobody in my whole goddamn motherfucking life ever stuck up one fucking minute for me. Not one. I have so many memories when I was a kid of being pushed around, knocked down. Man, like I said, that today ain't the day for that story. But I have it in my memory banks. There was nobody sticking up for me. There were no adults either. I don't care. It just didn't happen. And as I get older, it definitely, wow, no, it doesn't exist. There's nobody sticking up for you. When you go out here each day outside your house, you're sticking up for your goddamn self. Ain't nobody sticking up for you, okay? You're going out here and you are having to make sure you arm yourself and you keep yourself vigilant because people are disrespectful. They don't care. They'll get in your space. They'll reach over you. They'll get next to you. They'll try to breathe on you. They don't have any care. They're waiting, actually, for an action. They're waiting to provoke. They don't care. And it's almost like they know that nobody is around that's going to stick up for you. So I don't believe in Jesus Christ anymore. And I don't care. Because when I sit here and I do recollection of any of the damn times that anybody has ever stuck out their neck for me or stuck up for me, man, woo, you can forget about that. That don't exist. So, no, it don't. So I'm supposed to sit here and think Jesus has my back or whatever. And even at this point, God, because that goes into number two, because God does the same thing. You can have all this if you worship me, and he's supposed to be a jealous God and blah, 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 and all that bullshit. But I sit here and I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I think God was jealous. I don't know. I think he's just as bad. I don't think he's any better than so-called Satan, because I have my theories on Adam, and I'm sitting here and I'm just like, maybe God was jealous of Adam and the fact that he didn't have to really worry about anything, you know? So maybe that's God's problem. Maybe that's not my problem, you know? Because that's not my problem. As I get a little bit older, I start to think, and it's not my problem. For one, I didn't ask to come here. And then two, I have to sit here and think that, oh, somebody in the sky or whatever has my back and is sticking up for me. When I can't even find one fucking human being that has ever done that for me. So I don't care. The realization is it don't exist. So I don't care. People are not, I've got so many stories where I've had to physically beat and hit people, and I've had to fucking fight And so that's all I gotta say. Them stories are for another day, but let me tell you, the memories and the scars are there. So I can no longer believe in something that has not shown me any ounce of anything since I've walked this useless planet. And that's all I gotta say. And even just now, I have to talk to this phone because there isn't a human around to even bounce these ideas off of because people are so nasty and filthy and they're just arrogant and ugly and just disrespectful and just there are a whole host of problems and and I got my problems too. Trust. But all I'm saying is that I see a whole lot of ugly out there. And I talk to this phone because it's there. It's actually here to listen to me. It's not going to give me a dirty look. It's not going to talk at me, which is what a lot of people on these videos like to do. So you're not going to see my face. I may never show it. Who cares? But that's what I've come to discern or at least realize in my life is that people talk at you. They like to use the word should and oh you need. No. I just I'm not down with that. Because those are words I don't even use. And I don't know. I do got my problems. So hey, that's whatever. But it's not talking about that. But all I'm saying is the ugliness that is this world, that is this place, that are these people, it's out there. And you know what? Kudos to you if you don't gotta see it. Congratulations. But I'm telling you, there are those of us that see the ugliness for what it is, that can pick up on the dirty looks, that can see the ugliness in your tone of voice, and who have had to open up a can of whoop ass on mofos who think they can just talk to you any old way, be in your space, do whatever. And I don't play that. I just know. So no. So I don't know. I guess these are just revelations, you know. It's another Sunday, ironically. That's maybe when they come. So, I got my issues with God. Yeah, okay. I guess maybe he's talking to me on Sunday. Whatever. Maybe this is church right now. Maybe it's not. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's confession hour. I don't care. But I'm just telling you that, you know, I've got too much burned in my brain of believing that this being is supposed to stick up for me when I have walked a good portion of this road alone or battling with my two fists or just that's it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. So kudos to you if you got people that are looking out for you or stick up for you or will vouch for you. Congratulations. But there's some of us who understand that there isn't. And then I'm just supposed to sit here and believe that Jesus is so mighty and God is so mighty that he's supposed to have my back and vouch for me when none of these crappy ass creatures that he fucking made would even take the time out to spit on me if I was on fire. So we know the deal. We already know the motherfucking deal. Okay? It's just not gonna happen. Not in the path I'm walking. It ain't. Okay? Because, when you've actually been through some stuff, you I don't know, you see it a little bit more sharpened. Okay? You're gonna have to question God. You're gonna have to question this so-called Jesus. You're gonna have to question them because I sit here And, or we sit, some of us, if you can relate, we sit here and you see the crucifix of Jesus, and he was all nailed up and whipped and beaten, whatever the fuck happened to him, pierced with a spear, blah, blah, blah. But then, there's some of us who, okay, you watch, you see that shit in real life. Not the crucifixion, but you see people beat, you see people whipped, and you see enough of that in movies, in your psyche, around you, where you're like, what the fuck difference does it make? If I was Jesus, okay, after I rose up or whatever, I would have wiped out the motherfuckers who killed me, okay? Because they're still here. So am I supposed to sit here and believe that just because he died and then rose up, that now all of Jesus is supposed to be in the hearts of men? So then is Jesus then supposed to be in the hearts of those motherfuckers who put him on a cross and nailed him and killed him? Am I supposed to think that he's in their hearts now? Or did they get obliterated? Because that's what I don't understand. Because that's what I would do. And I think that's why, because I don't see vengeance. I don't see justice. I don't see redemption. I don't see any of that shit around me. I don't see it. And maybe that's why